The studio Bogoslowsky.com. So tonight, plan is such to add acrylic 65, but even more expensive, urethane flat. It's gonna hold the wall paint properly because wall paint is not supposed to be gummy. It's supposed to be flat because it goes on a wall, all right? So you need to add, without diluting it, for instance, for this gallon, you need to add this much. So it works out to be expensive, but if you get the paint for free, so you don't care. I'm going to rip off these little bubbles here from this old painting, and then I'll decide what I do. Here I applied some smoke. It was a landscape as of last year with stellar map attached and some chain hanging. So I'll decide what I do about it. So here's a pile of paintings that need color. They need something. I'm short on yellow. I will put a protective layer on the backs of this tree, which means acrylic paint. This is very nice vertical landscape. Maybe later I will put some smoke with pine tree. So the protection, the acrylic will go deep in here, you understand, along the edges, because this is the most sensitive angle in a painting. This is why you need those pouches. But if the paintings are stored outside, like in my case very often, they start rotting. The canvas starts fucking rotting. My cousin in Russia told me chemical chemistry, the chemical composition of a special chemical they use. This, I need to light it up. I basically made this painting over the years darker and darker and darker. So I need to bring out somehow this beautiful composition. I sold one similar, but it was lighter, more spontaneous. This is less spontaneous. I mean, it got a lot of spontaneity, but too much thinking. And I think the vase is too wide. And I want to make the vase more erotic, like a woman's figure or something. Here is something I've been torturing since last year. It's upside down. It's a curvature of the earth and super volcano exploding, and I destroyed it. I left only the water effect here. Protective layer goes, no, not on here, but smoke goes on here, okay? So this goes up here. I'm putting them, I'm not gonna do it with one hand because it's too heavy. So it's gonna lie on these paintings on top, face down, and the smoke will be smoking this crazy cosmology shit. And the protective paint goes in the corners, and there's two. And this one will need smoke. This one needs to get covered, these food elements. This is sand texture with some black pepper or something in the shape of a Gaia tree. Now it's not visible, but it needs to get covered so cockroaches don't come to eat it, because they started coming to my place and eating this food. And this is abstract, used to be cosmology, but now it's all smoke, and I'll decide what to do it. I just put this smoke 5 minutes ago over my a.k.a. What is a.k.a.? A.k.a. it's my own original idea of a female Achilles. So indestructible, powerful, self-confident woman, a fighter, right? And what else is going on? I'm still debating whether to do anything about this landscape. And as they say in Tao Te Ching, when it comes towards the end, whatever it is, the project you are doing, you need to be very careful. And this is what I'm doing. I'm very careful. These sunflowers work out pretty good with this smoke. This I just smoked it here, what to do with it next. So I had a lot of lingerie, and I was hoping to develop this abstract thinking of erotic compositions, something of Dada, something surreal, like this I was calling Malevich, and I still don't know. And I don't think I was successful because it really doesn't do anything. This I will meditate, I'll take a bath and sit and sleep on it, what I'm gonna do with it. There are some bits and pieces from previous cosmology, and in the center there is a mirror. So it's a statement to say, you're looking in the mirror, I see a holy grail shape, and something in English. I love blah, 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 blah. So this needs to be continued. This is very interesting, but it's a landscape, like a water, sand, and red mountains. But I don't like those rhythmical pattern. It's going bang, 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 bang. Although sometimes there is in nature when the clouds are bang, 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 they look like automatic. Okay, so this is another erotic collage composition. But I don't think I really... This is a miracle, and it happened accidentally. I love the yellow. It's hard to see right now. It happened yesterday, last night. I was painting all night. So the yellow, I didn't expect the yellow to be such a magical combination. It used to be a still life with flowers, Holy Grail over here, and a vase. Now it's a landscape, right? And it also has flash effect, and it has this tremendous magic in it. I just added smoke 5 minutes ago. I don't think I'm gonna do any smoke on those red flowers. This redness, this Bordeaux is very interesting, magical, and it works very well with this tablecloth and this open letter as a message of some sorts, right? So that's interesting. So this is, for instance, a composition I called Yonification. There is a big trend, usually women artists, making sculptures of yoni, and I came up with the word Yonification. That Gaia tree from last year was great as it was, but I think it had too many stars. So I added smoke, and right now it's progressed nicely. So when I paint paintings, I say I progress. Last night I progressed on several paintings, on 20 paintings, on 30 paintings, you understand? And some paintings stop in the progress, an art collector comes and says, wow, don't touch it, don't do anything about it. For instance, these two sisters were not touched for 5 years. And then I added some grass, this grass over here last summer, painted grass. And I think I fixed her eyes green. So there are two galaxies, Milky Way and Andromeda. This is Andromeda. And I love those textures with nails. They're actual nails as eyelashes. And I love this funny moon. This is from my idea about removable elements. It can be called interactive art when you use Velcro on the removable element and on the painting somewhere hidden, so the art collector can attach an element or remove the element. Okay, just an idea. And I have some of those. I sold a bunch. So this pile is coming closer to resolution. I am like 80% there, but I still don't know where. And it's good not to know where, because then you have opportunity to come up with something new, anybody else. But you need to know what other people did in art world. You need art history, you understand? Here I started smooshing soot with my fingers, and it's working out pretty good, but I think I will need some more paint or soot. Need to continue, basically, you know. What's beautiful about being an artist in process, I don't have obligations to sell those paintings. Sometimes people just recently, I think, last week, a few weeks ago, somebody came here on TikTok and said, oh, I want to buy this one, how much this one? He didn't say I want to buy it. He asked, how much that one? I say, sir, it's in the middle of nowhere. For instance, this, I'm like 90% sure this is very interesting piece. It's very different than Bogoslowsky in general. Here's a landscape where I used smoke at the bottom. This is supposed to be a rock of wisdom with some carvings in Latin language, but I forgot about the carvings. So it's just a pink element and a pink sky, you see? So I decided to use smoke not in the sky, but in the greens. I still need to work on the greens, but I have to think how. Should they be blown by the wind to the left, to the right, big elements, small elements, dots, or triangles, or squares, you understand? So all of these thoughts, you need to be very clear about it. Okay, so after I finish this video, you see, here we go. So this is the damage that can be caused, and it's considered damaged painting. Serious art gallery will say, hey, listen, we have to tell the art collector it's damaged. And galleries took from me, because the paintings were so fucking amazing, they said, listen, you glued it with a patch, you fixed the hole, but we have to tell the collector, and don't expect to get all the money you're asking. We will probably have to negotiate it down. You understand? This is one of the best-selling series called Ocean of Love. It's upside down. I'm using it as a support right now, and it has a cherub, so I'm protecting this cherub. It's very important. And it has an artist brush or something. It has a lot of shit. I'm sorry, I'm so gassy today. I don't know why. And it has all these messages. I sold many of these on sachiart.com. Those flowers don't sell on the internet. And I learned it in a period of 10 years. Well, in my case, maybe your flowers will sell in Sacha, but not my flowers. What sells for me on Sacha is abstract like this and my ancient stellar maps, those little metal plates with hieroglyphs on it and navigation maps, blah, 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 alien civilizations. People love the story. And this is just very passionate composition, supposed to be a nighttime scenery at the beach scene. And it sells. People love it, So this is the news from Lake Wobegon.